Hi, thanks for tuning into my channel. This is the reading for the week of October 25th through the 31st, 2015. We're going to be taking a look at the overall theme, the areas of career, love, spirituality, and then family, home, and finishing up with some advice for the week. I haven't decided how I'm going to do the monthly love readings. I'm going to start doing love readings. I haven't decided if I'm going to focus on the individual zodiac signs or if I'm going to do the elements. So we'll see. I'm waiting on a new deck, which I'm really excited about. So it should be here any day, and so I can get started on those. But with that, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I'm using the Saints and Angels deck for this week. And here's the theme. Healing. All right. This week is going to be about really taking control of some type of situation that needs to be fixed or healed. And it could be the situation, it could be a relationship, it could be your mindset that needs to be healed, that there's some kind of fracture, there's something that's not quite right. And I'm really getting that you're going to have to look outside of yourself. I keep hearing faith, have faith, and perhaps doing something that doesn't necessarily feel intuitive to you, doesn't necessarily feel like something you would naturally do. So it could be that you're the kind of person who's always like self-reliant, always doing things on your own, but you're going to have to look outside of yourself or ask for help. Something of that, or it could be that it's something that you I'm really getting the feeling that you're going to have to rely on somebody or something else. It's going to be something that doesn't feel natural to you. It kind of pushes you outside your comfort zone. But the theme of the week is all about healing and all about creating some type of unity and healing a fracture of some sort in some area. I'm not sure what area. Like I said, this being a general reading, it's gonna be different for a lot of people, but we might get some more information from the other cards. So the next area is career. I get emotions. And I really feel like, again, there's something that's happening that's not necessarily within your control, something that the powers that be, I don't know, the powers that be is in charge of, and you don't really have a lot of control over it, and you might be in your feelings about it. This could be your work, it could be a job, it could be school, finances, something like that. I just really feel like there's some type of outside force, some type of outside entity that is really going to potentially shake up like your emotions, and you might feel a certain way about it initially. So look out for that. But at the same time, I don't think it's anything that you're not going to be able to get over. I'm really drawn to like the lantern. It's like it's going to kind of shake you, might potentially shake you initially, but then you're going to like gather yourself and be like, okay, this is what I need to do, and we'll move on from here. And I don't think that it's anything like major or anything like that. I don't get that kind of feeling. I just kind of feel like maybe there's like a disappointment of some sort that you're just going to be like, man, that really sucks. That's a bummer. And, it kind of changes the plan that you might have had for yourself or had, for how things were going to go, and you're going to have to like readjust a little bit. But I don't really think it's going to be anything major. It could be a policy change. It could be you don't get the day off that you wanted. I mean, something minor. I don't think it's going to be anything insanely major. But that's something to look out for in the career aspect. Next, we have love. Steady progress. Steady progress. So, with this one, I really am drawn to the light around her. And while I think that it's very possible that, this could be very point blank and straightforward, whereas, there could be a relationship that, that may not be going as quickly or going down the path that you want it to. There might be some pit stops and some corners, and it's not, going as you had hoped. But progress is being made. I'm really drawn to her and the light around her. I think that for a lot of you, this is about the way that you are viewing relationships and how you are relating to other people. I really get that this, for someone, that this is about, it's like you have a different viewpoint. Like, it's taken some time. You perhaps maybe wanted to be in a relationship, and you are finally kind of getting to the point where, like, you know what, I don't really need to be in a relationship. I might want it, but I don't need it, and I can be happy without being in that relationship. And I get the feeling of, or the image of this light just kind of growing and growing and growing and growing. And so, having that inner love, and it's just radiating out. So, I mean, I do think for a lot of people it's going to be face value, whereas, you're making progress in your relationship, and things are going to move along. It just may not be as quickly as you want. But for a lot of people, I think that it's more on a deeper level. Like, you're making progress within yourself and how you relate to relationships and your mentality and how you perceive your need to be in a relationship, or what you want for your love life right now. Next, we have spirituality. Practice makes perfect. This makes a lot of sense to me because of last week's reading, where I believe, I can't remember the exact card, but it was talking about roots and really letting your beliefs and what you want really show, and like really owning that and really accepting that and being cool with who you are and what you believe, and just not hiding it. So this week is talking about practice makes perfect. I think a lot of work was done probably last week with really trying to, accept that and trying to move forward and take steps to be like, you know what, this is who I am, this is what I believe, and I'm just going to, go with it. And this card is saying you're on the right path. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep working at it. Keep practicing. The heart for me is a very, it symbolizes intimacy, and it symbolizes persistence. It's and intensity. It's something like you focus on it. It's just you and the harp, and your spirituality is the same way. It's you and how you feel about your spirituality, and the relationship you have, and the intimacy that you have with it. And this card is basically just saying, keep at it, keep practicing, keep doing what you're doing, keep growing in that, and that you're on the right path. So that brings us to family and home. Heaven is watching over you. I really like this card. I love this card. I don't know if the first thing that came to me was that there is someone, like, maybe you're having a rough time, not like devastation or just, I mean, that things are just kind of not as smooth as you want it to be with your family and your home. Some aspects that, it's not like, some type of huge tragedy or, anything like that, but things just aren't running as smoothly. You might have a lot of extra stress, which would make sense. I mean, especially if you have kids and, the holidays coming up and all kinds of stuff. I mean, that's a lot of stress. You have kids in school and, whatever the case may be. But that's what I get with this. That's the first thing that came to me, is that there's probably, I get that somebody is feeling, just feeling weight and feeling bogged down and feeling stressed out. Like you're getting through it, you're doing it, but you're just like, man, I'll just be glad when I get through this period, this season. This card is letting you know that you're not alone. It's recognized. Push through it, persevere, and just remember that you're not alone. Just remember to breathe. I keep hearing breathe, slow down, breathe, and realize that you're not going through it by yourself. You're not alone, and that this is temporary. I get that it's temporary, and to remember that and rely on that. So the overall advice. Ooh, another card I like, Miracle. Overall advice for the week is to, expect the unexpected. Don't count yourself out. Don't count situations out. Know that things are going to go, which makes sense from what was earlier in the reading. It looks like there's going to be some perhaps disappointment and some area that you're going to have to work on, and things may not be progressing the way that you want them to in some aspects, but to expect a miracle, expect good things, and good things will happen. Don't count yourself out. Don't count the situation out. Don't take it as, if there's any kind of setback or disappointment, don't just, be like, okay, well, that's it. I'm done. That's just the way it is. No, I feel like, have faith. I keep getting have faith, and expect good things. Like, you've got this. You have this. I'm drawn to the way he's holding the world. You're in control. It may feel like you're not in control, but you're in control, and you're in control of the way you feel and the thoughts that you have. As long as you can maintain your control over that and your power over that, you're going to persevere through whatever is going on this week. But all in all, it looks like it's going to be, a decent week. It's just expect some, and it happens to us all the time. Just expect some, there could be some disappointments, and you might feel kind of bummed because your relationship isn't going as you want, or, you're not necessarily where you want to be, but just know that you're going to get there and to expect good things. So I hope that resonated with you. Like I said, it's a general reading, so all aspects may not resonate with you, but if you want a personal reading, I will be sure to include that information below, and you can order that, and that would be tailored just for you, and the messages would be individualized and personal to you. Once again, thanks for visiting, and have an awesome week.